finished! My design is called Gorse Hill Tapestry, Fabric of the Community, and it draws direct inspiration from Silvia Pankhurst and the WSPU. And when I was creating it, I was really inspired by the campaign banners that the women used to hand make, you know, before they'd go on a march. So I wanted to create a tapestry of icons which talked about the WSPU and the community in which Silvia was born and is developing here now today. So it's called Gorse Hill Tapestry, Fabric of the Community. Let's go and take a closer look. This section, right at the top of the mural, the orange section, has got 7 plus signs in it, and it's all about hope and positivity. So it's about hope, aspiration and a positive future. Now the suffragettes had a rosette, and this is my interpretation of the suffragette rosette. So yeah, these beautiful bright flowers right at the very top to show the hierarchy of importance. So this was all about their rosette. This section is the B section. Now yes, the B is synonymous with Manchester, but this isn't just the B for B's sake. This is to represent Silvia Pankhurst, Emmeline, Adela and Christabel. So all of those women who worked really hard and tirelessly for the suffrage movement. So this area, the butterfly with the flowers, is about transformation and development, and that's transformation of laws so that women could vote, transformation of the area and of people, and I've used the suffragette colours of purple and white and green in this big section. Now this section is one of my favourite sections, and I created this icon to represent Silvia Pankhurst and the WSPU, which is the Women's Social and Political Union, and all they did for the advancements of women. So I created it out of the suffragette poppy, which is here represented in green, and purple background. So those are their main colours that they had in all their logos, the green, the purple. And then the white here that goes all the way around and down to the stem is actually the symbol for female. And then right in the centre, we have the fist of unity and strength and togetherness. So all of this combined was to represent Silvia, the WSPU and everything they did for women. Now this section represents the regeneration and development of Gorse Hill by community organisation Gorgeous Gorse Hill. And it's just about being vibrant and all the leaves shooting up everywhere, because what that community organisation have done for the area is amazing, and it's right there in their name, making Gorse Hill gorgeous. And the best thing and why they're on the mural is that it was started by a group of women. Now all of the sections have a lot of meaning, but this one has a real deep meaning. And this design was inspired by a pin, like a brooch pin that Silvia Pankhurst herself designed. The one she designed has got like a portcullis in the background, and that was because she presented this, well, her pin to ex-suffragette prisoners who had been imprisoned in Holloway, and she presented it to them at a mass demonstration outside the Albert Hall in 1909. So when I read about that account, I was really inspired, and I thought let's create an icon that references her design, but also the way I've arranged it is so that it's community, and it's about communities of empowered women. Now each section has a name, and the name for this section is Wires and Waterways. So this section represents the history, or references rather, the history of the local area and the significance of the waterways. So you've got like Salford Quays, the canal, and also about the development of the area. So there's a massive influx of digital media around here, right near Gorse Hill. So that's why it's wires with the lines and waterways with the swirls. Now one thing I absolutely love to do in my work is work with pattern, create pattern, and this is a good section to show you that. So with a lot of my designs, there's concept and then there's just visual impact. So I wanted to make sure that every time you looked at the mural, no two sections really reflected each other. So your eye is constantly being interrupted and it constantly gives you something to look at. So even though the swirls are repeated, you'll see on this side, they go down further and there's polka dots. And on the other side, there's stripes. So not only is it about wires and waterways, but it's about visual interest and keeping you engaged. Now Silvia Pankhurst was born just metres from Trafford House, like her house was just round the corner where she was born and raised. So I really wanted to make sure that this mural talks about the area as well. And this section of the mural is all about industry. So everything that goes on, so you've got like the big water wheels, you've got the colours, you've got the cogs, and just round the corner at Salford Quays, obviously that was the ship canal with all of the trade. And if you look here on this section, you can see like an homage, if you will, to the cranes that used to stand there. Now, I remember these cranes and they were amazing, but they were really difficult to maintain, so they had to take them down a few years ago. So I thought, yes, they have to go into the mural. And then this also represents the cross sections, would you say, of the bridges around Media City. So this is all about industry, development, and just the advancements in the area where Silvia Pankhurst was born. There is a strong sense of community in Gorse Hill and Trafford, and that is what this section is all about. I wanted to use really bright, vibrant colours to represent the vitality of the area, and still weaving in the suffragette colours of purple, green and white. Also, there's just so many community elements, so I decided, right, let's position the flowers together to represent togetherness and community. And then finally, I included these seeds, these 7 seeds at the top and at the bottom, and that's for the continual growth of the area, because it's developing all the time. Finally as well, I should say that this section is one of the tallest sections of the mural, standing around about 6 meters high, and each of these flowers is over 6 foot tall. Now, because this whole mural is a tapestry, at the very end of any tapestry, you would have strings. Now, the strings on this one represent threads of the future ready to be woven.